My experience has given me the opportunity to appear in court most of the 16 years that I've been a prosecutor, and I've dealt with all types of criminal cases, argued all types of motion, literally thousands of motions, tried about 100 jury trials. Each case matters. People need to be treated with respect. There has to be an even playing field, and ultimately a judge is tasked with making sure that the rule of law is followed and has an interest in both protecting the community and protecting the Constitution. A great judge, learned hand, once said, the spirit of liberty is the spirit of not being too sure of oneself. And that's the essence of walking in a situation with both compassion for the parties, with empathy for the parties, at the same time with a clear understanding of the rule of law and the Constitution, which is the essence of who we are as Americans and is the foundation of our judicial system. What's really important is victim rights, something I've been focused on in my career because it's so important to understand how these crimes affect individual people beyond the actual day the incident happened. I mean, you have to remember that when I get a case and meet with a victim, I'm usually meeting with somebody and talking to them about the worst day of their life, especially when you talk about the people left behind in homicide cases or children that have been abused. You're talking about really the worst thing that's ever happened to somebody. When you talk about being a trial judge, you want a solidity of judgment, but you also want somebody that anchors that judgment in common sense and the real world and the experiences of the real world. And so you want a judge that doesn't believe they have a monopoly on wisdom. You want a judge that listens to the litigants, listens to the parties, and is open to the suggestions and the legal arguments of all sides. I think the most important thing that people expect of a judge is obviously to be fair. The law doesn't really have any meaning when you detach it from real life. There are real life consequences to every decision that's made in a courtroom. And I think the judge has to appreciate that fully. The Riverside County community means the world to me. This is where my wife and my 5-year-old daughter call home. I spent the last 16 years in public safety because it's a priority of mine to have my family live in a county that's both safe and a positive community. And that's one of the main reasons I'm running for judge. I'm Burke Strunsky. I'm a homicide prosecutor, and I'd be honored to have your vote for Riverside County Superior Court Judge.